Words have always carried far more weight than we realize. They are not just sounds thrown into the air or casual phrases spoken in passing. Every word is like a fingerprint pressed in the clay of reality, a mark that can build, strengthen, or even limit the life we live. Think about it. How many times has a single comment completely shifted the direction of your day? A word of encouragement that gave you confidence, or a criticism that made you doubt yourself. That happens because words are never neutral. They are creative forces. 1. The creative power of words. One single sentence can lift dreams to life or bury them under the ground. And this isn't about some distant mystical idea. It's about the present moment. When someone says, "I never succeed," they are not simply describing life, they are decreeing it. On the other hand, when someone declares, "I always find a way," that phrase begins to carve new possibilities that once seemed closed. Words are seeds. If you plant fear, you harvest paralysis. If you plant confidence, you harvest movement. 2. Speech as an instrument of creation. Ancient civilizations understood this truth. Prophets, mystics, and sages used language not merely to describe, but to create. They didn't beg, they declared. It's like the difference between someone who looks at the sky and says, "Please, let it rain," and someone who plants seeds with the certainty that the rain will come. The first depends on luck. The second is aligned with conviction, because their words have already united intention with action. 3. Speaking with authority and clarity. When words are spoken with conviction, the entire body responds. Modern science even supports this. If you say to yourself every day, "I am capable," your nervous system begins to reorganize around that statement. Athletes know this. Before competition, they don't whisper, "I hope I can win." They declare, "I will win." And then the body prepares, the muscles align, and the mind sharpens. The word transforms into energy that moves the body toward its target. 4. Repetition and consistency. Just as water shapes stone, repetition shapes reality. Transformation doesn't come from a single phrase spoken once, but from the habit of speaking as if it were already true. Think of learning to ride a bicycle. At first it feels strange, clumsy, almost impossible. But through repetition, what once felt unnatural becomes second nature. In the same way, speaking phrases like, "I am abundant," or "I am healthy," may feel forced in the beginning, but as you repeat them, your body stops resisting and begins to embody them. 5. When words become identity. Every sentence you repeat reveals what you truly believe you are. The person who constantly says, "I'm just unlucky," is unconsciously declaring their identity. But the person who affirms, "I always bounce back," positions themselves differently before life. Most of the time, we don't even notice what we're declaring. They're casual phrases, thrown out without thought, yet life listens. 6. The law of assumption. This principle is known as the law of assumption. What you assume to be true, spoken repeatedly through words, becomes the foundation of your reality. If someone keeps saying, "Opportunities never come to me," they're decreeing that life is against them. But if they say, "Everything I need shows up at the right time," they are assuming that life supports them. And their body, their mind, and even their circumstances begin to align with that belief. 7. The danger of complaints. Here's where a subtle trap appears. Complaining. Many people believe complaining is harmless, just venting or being real. But every complaint is a declaration. When you keep saying, "Nothing ever works out," you are not simply expressing frustration. You are programming your subconscious to expect failure. Complaining is like watering a plant you don't want to grow. Imagine the energy we spend repeating yesterday's problems. Entire conversations revolve around what isn't working. And yet, whatever we repeat, we reinforce. And whatever we reinforce, we relive. So try a simple shift. Instead of saying, things never work for me, say, I'm learning how to make things work. Suddenly, your voice stops echoing the past and starts pointing toward the future. 8. Sound as sacred technology. Modern science confirms what the ancients already knew. Sound organizes matter. Music can calm, inspire, or change the atmosphere around us. Now imagine the power of your own voice. Every word is a frequency. Speaking without intention is wasted energy. But speaking with clarity and conviction turns sound into technology, into a tool of creation. Say, I am loved with doubt, and the vibration scatters. Say it with deep certainty, and reality bends to meet you. 9. Coherence between word and being. Still, words alone are not enough. Real manifestation comes from coherence. When your voice, your actions, your emotions, and your thoughts all point in the same direction. It's not enough to declare, I am prosperous. If your daily actions are driven by fear, if your mind is filled with scarcity, and if your emotions are heavy with doubt, that contradiction scatters your energy. But when word and being align, your declaration is no longer a ritual. It becomes a reflection of your true identity. 10. The essence of speaking as if it's already done. To speak as if it is done means to stop narrating what's missing and start declaring what already exists within you. It's not about lying to yourself. It's about choosing which reality you give strength to. When you say, I already carry health, abundance, and strength within me, you're not pleading for the future. You're anchoring that truth in the present. 11. A closing inspiration. You were never born to speak like a stranger in your own life. You were born to speak as an architect. Every sentence you release is heard by a universe that mirrors the level of certainty in your voice. When your words stop hesitating and start declaring, reality stops resisting and starts aligning. The secret is not to wait for circumstances to change before you speak differently. It's to speak differently so that circumstances have no choice but to shift. Because in the end, words are not just sounds. They are declarations of identity. And when what you say matches what you truly are, transformation doesn't happen later. It happens now. If these words resonated with you, remember, the way you speak is the way you shape your life. So choose your words wisely, speak them with conviction, and live as if they are already true. And if you'd like to dive even deeper into this kind of transformative wisdom, make sure you subscribe to The Healing Vibe. This is the space where you'll find guidance, inspiration, and tools to create the life you were meant to live. Your voice is your power. Speak it, live it, become it.